We won.
The excitement tonight of getting to unveil the new team and just for the new guys to get some run in front of fans?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun tonight. You know, one of the things that I enjoy and I love is seeing our guys being celebrated. And so, you know, I've talked about this before. There's a hunger and thirst amongst the entire team, but you know, it's coming in different directions. You know, you have the guys from last year with the experiences and you know the stories that they had last year. So there's a motivation from there. Then you've got, you know, 4 freshmen that saw what we experienced last year, and they have a desperation of wanting to be a part of it. And then you have a transfer like Pete Nance, who comes from Northwestern and has had an unbelievable career, but he wants to experience some things that he's never experienced before. So it's nice to see that, and it's great to be out there on the floor with them. But it's been a lot of fun the last couple of weeks practicing and every day getting better and see how good we can become.
Hubert, the shirt honoring Lenny, and was that your idea?
Yeah, it was. I don't know why it came to me. I wanted to honor them. I wanted to honor their families. Mr. Rosenberg and Mrs. Rosenberg, even when I was an assistant coach, have been so good to me and my family, and I just wanted to honor and celebrate them. And I didn't play with Adamola. We played from '95 to '99, and even though we didn't play together, we became great friends. And not only was he a fantastic player, he was an unbelievable person. And I just wanted to celebrate him and his family, let them know that Carolina basketball is not only thinking about them tonight, but we're thinking about them together.
And were the rings your idea too, I assume?
Not my idea. That we've always gotten rings. The thing that I was excited about is that everybody on the team this year, nobody has ever gotten a ring. So it wasn't, you know, usually we get a ring if we win the regular season ACC title or tournament title or get to a Final Four or win a national championship. So it was the first time that our guys have ever done anything, this group, that would warrant them getting a ring. So they want more, but it was a nice start, and it was a great surprise, and it was really nice to see their faces and how surprised they were, and they're in the locker room talking right now about how much they love it and how much they want more.
Your first 2 weeks, did you approach the beginning of practicing differently than you did last year?
No, the goals last year are the same as this year. It's the same every year. You know, there's a number of goals and things that we want to achieve, but there's always at North Carolina, since I've been here, since I was an assistant coach, and now as a head coach, they're consistently the same every year. And you know, we've got to commit ourselves to becoming the best that we can be. Every day, commit ourselves to practicing the way we need to practice, play the way that we need to play, and at the end of the day, we'll be happy with the results. But we're locked in, we're ready to go, and it's been an exciting 2 weeks of practice, but it's been a good off-season in terms of individual work and putting this year's team together.
How were the teams decided for the scrimmage? Because it seemed a little like lopsided having Armando and RJ and Leaky.
Why do you say that?
Well, you know.
There really wasn't that much thought into the teams. You know, one of the things that I try to do in practice is Pete and Armando are going to be playing a lot together, so I think it's important for them to develop some chemistry out there on the floor. You know, Armando, in his 4 years here, he's played with 4 different power forwards. And so the more time that he's on the floor with Pete, figuring out his strengths and weaknesses and finding that chemistry together, I think is really important out there. And you know, Caleb is doing great. He had like some tightness in his hamstring, and so that's the reason why he didn't play. Puff had some tightness in his knee, and so he's been practicing, but we just felt like giving him another day off. And so those are the reasons that those 2 guys didn't play, but there wasn't much thought other than just putting this team against the other, and obviously one was lopsided, but I was just happy with the way that everybody competed.
2 more questions, then we'll get the players.
What did you think of the reception just from the fans after everything you guys did last year?
Well, it's been great the entire season. I think it's meant a lot to all of us. You know, so many people have come by and not the celebration of what the guys accomplished last year, but also like what it's meant to just people in general. You know, one of the things that has been a consistent comment or theme is that last year, a lot of people said it felt like a bit of normalcy. You know, rushing Franklin Street, you know, being in restaurants, going to the Final Four, going to big games. And so this group signified almost like a return to regular life pre-COVID. And, you know, and you combine that with the personalities that we have on this team and the perseverance and the resiliency that this team had last year, you know, this group, last year's group, is endeared to Carolina fans for the rest of their lives.
How is Jalen coming along in terms of his development and also in terms of himself?
Yeah, Jalen's doing great. Last week was the first time that he's cleared to play with contact, and so my thinking is I don't want to go from 0 to 100. You know, last week we did one-on-one. This week it was the first time we did some 3-on-3, and then we put him in 5-on-5, just structured for a couple of possessions. And so he's really talented. He's got tremendous length, excellent defensive player, and you know, I've said this before, coming out of high school, I've never seen a big guy that has the touch and the shooting ability like him. And so the number one thing is his health, and you know, he missed his entire senior year of high school, and I want to make sure that he's strong and healthy when he gets out there on the court, and when he does, he's going to be really, really good.
Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Matt's going to get Pete and RJ. We'll have them available out in the hallway.